I killed a man. Not on purpose. It was an accident. But it was my fault. I was being careless, and a man lost his life because of it. I was 22 years old. It was late at night, driving on an unfamiliar mountain road, got into some switchbacks, came out of the switchbacks to a straightaway, and I could not wait 15 minutes to get to my destiny to get high. So I pulled one out, lit it up, took a hit, gave it to my friend. He took a hit, and he gave it back to me. I got into a sharp turn, slid off the road, slammed into a tree, rolled down a 15-foot embankment, landed in the shallow area of the Crystal River, wheels down, facing the embankment. I was severely injured. Separated my knee, broke my femur, dislocated my shoulder, and broke my neck. I regained consciousness. And I looked up at that embankment, and I knew we were not visible from the road. So I looked over to my friend, because I knew he would know what to do. But he was not responsive. I could not find a pulse. And I freaked out. I started pounding on the dashboard, and I cried out to God, "If you get me out of here, I will turn my life around." Well, I got out of there, up that embankment to the side of the road, and passed out. It took me 3 hours, where normally it would take 10 minutes. I woke up to flashing lights and an EMT asking me questions. I got real frantic. I kept repeating, "You got to help my friend." I mean, I wanted so bad for him to be alive. And the EMT was so calm. He just looked at me and he said, "Your friend is okay." I have never felt so relieved in my life. But it wasn't true. And they rushed me off to the nearest emergency room. I was listed as serious condition. I underwent 7 hours of reconstructive surgery. As painful as that was, all of that, the thing that hurt me the most was knowing that I was responsible for my friend's death. His parents were so kind to me. They insisted that the DA drop all charges of vehicular homicide. His best friend assured me that he would want me to move on with my life, to not let this affect it. But it wasn't enough. I was tormented by guilt, shame, condemnation. Trying to remember my next line. Oh, yeah. I wish that I had died and he had lived. I went through severe bouts of depression, thoughts of suicide. My drinking, drugging, pot smoking, womanizing all increased. I was reckless in being self-destructive. I found myself in some very dark places. You see, I did not believe that I was worth living a good life. Yes. So when things were going well, I would unconsciously sabotage it. Well, I eventually got the help I needed. I turned my life around, and I like I had promised God that I would. 30 years later, I fell back into my marijuana addiction. My life was falling apart. Things were spinning out of control. I could no longer manage it. So I got involved in a 12-step program, and step 9 is where you do amends. Where you do amends for the harm that you've caused other people and the wreckage that you have done. So my letter is my amends to my friend. Yeah, see if I can see here.
Got it, Steve. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dear friend, I'm so very sorry for the harm that I've caused you and your family. It was very selfish of me. I was very irresponsible the night of the car accident. I did not show concern for your well-being and value your safety. I should have taken the time to drive carefully. My pride and ego allowed me to think that I could drive safely that late at night on an unfamiliar mountain road and still get high. I regret, due to my selfishness, that the last thing you did in your short life was to take a hit off of a joint that I had just passed you. In the future, I promise that I will think of myself less and think of others more. Instead of being self-centered, I'm going to be more aware of others and how my actions can negatively affect them. Instead of being selfish, I will be more considerate. Instead of being prideful, I will be humble. I will live my life the best that I can. Your friend, Steve.
Let's go,
Thank you. Thank you. My story doesn't end there. When I first read this, it was 3 years ago at an Unsent show, and it gave me such a feeling, such a healing feeling. It made me feel justice, and I felt closure with my friend. But I was still carrying the pain. So I reached out for help, and I got help through the VA, and I was diagnosed with moral injury. Moral injury is a painful event that violates your deepest held values in a high-stakes situation, and it affects you. I mean, it's so painful that it prevents you from living life, functioning normally in life. And I was going through the program. It was working well. I was progressing well. The pain was fading. And I got towards the end, and it stalled. And I'm like, why am I stalling? And then a profound thing happened, just amazed me. I realized that I cannot forgive myself. And so, his parents forgave me, his best friends forgave me, God Almighty forgave me. But I can't forgive myself. And I asked my counselor, I said, why can't I forgive myself? And he said, because you're the type of person who needs somebody else to tell you it's okay. Amen. And then it was just amazing how these things were coming together. And then I realized my father never forgave me after the accident. He didn't say anything, nothing. He ignored me. It was like he turned his back on me in the need I needed him the most. And I had to only conclude based on past experience with him that he was ashamed of me. And shame is a critical part of moral injury. And then just like a bright light that shines in a dark room, I just thought, the father of the man whose life I took forgave me. He said, you've suffered enough. But yet my own father couldn't. And then the light got brighter. And I thought, that's on my father. That has nothing to do with me. Yes. And when I realized that, I let go of the pain and I forgave myself. You're all telling me it's okay. Thank you, brother.